What's up, guys? It's just Jacob Kazin, and you're listening to episode 82 of Who's on Top.
And welcome back to episode 82 of Who's on Top. And no, this isn't the silky smooth voice of Ori Ben-Ari. He is at something we don't really know. So I'm stepping in. Of course, I'm Daniel Fox, head analyst. But let's meet the other three analysts, starting with the Russian machine down in Rutgers, Ellis Gordon.
What's up, guys?
Okay, and looking all handsome up in Syracuse, doing a little chilling, Jacob Kasdan. How are you, buddy?
I'm good, bro. How are you?
I am fantastic now.
And let's talk some sports, King.
Oh, let's talk some sports. And finally, down in Johns Hopkins, it is the fencing captain, Jeremy Giles.
Hello, as always, at your service, and I am also ready to talk some sports.
And let me tell you, boys and girls who are listening, and French people, since we got a lot of those, this is one of the most exciting episodes. We've got Temperature is Thick. We got Jacob's Twitter game. We've got poetry. We've got obituaries. Now, I'm going to, I write the script, so I threw in a little Red Sox eulogy because you know what? I deserve it. I stuck with this team. Well, of course I stuck with this team. I'm a diehard Red Sox fan. 92 wins. There was definitely some ups and downs. They played pretty much 500 ball from July 4th on. But this postseason was magical, beating the Yankees, then beating the Rays in 4 games. And there's a bitter taste in your mouth because you feel like they could have been the Astros. They're 6 outs away from a 3-1 series lead. So they're right there. Some interesting things this offseason. Kyle Schwarber is a free agent. There's talks about extension for Devers, what they're going to do with Bogarts because he might opt out next year. Eduardo Rodriguez is a free agent. But I'm very happy with the direction that this team is moving forward in going forward. Well, I'm very happy with the direction the team is moving in. Chaim Bloom did a great job. All the signs from Kike Hernandez to Hunter Renfroe to Garrett Whitlock. I know he wasn't a signed Rule 5 guy. They've all worked out. So trust in him, trust in Alex Cora. I know Ellis would have some things snarky to say.
No. Alex Cora, I've said, is an amazing manager. Yeah. I just think he's a cheater, but he's an amazing man.
Ellis, you got anything to say on the Red Sox before we move on? Anything quick?
No, I'll be serious. This team is how a good championship team is built. With consistency all around, not just home run power guys. This offseason is going to prove a lot. We'll see what they can do. It's probably a make or break offseason in terms of title hopes. I'm worried about Chris Sale though, but that's a separate issue. But good run for the Red Sox, obviously.
You looked really good in the playoffs.
So part of me hates Red Sox fans are so annoying. They're like, we exceeded expectations, but okay, calm down. But at some point it is true.
But don't you think my thing was people predicted 80 to 85 wins, and we won.
No, I get it, but expectations changed for the season. But regardless, you did exceed expectations.
Yankees fans did in 2017 when they're like,
oh yeah, but Yankees fans are admittedly extremely toxic as well. But yeah, no, the Red Sox are in a good place. That said, this AL East is stacked. I mean, the Yankees are not great, but they're still the Yankees. Blue Jays are just ridiculous, and the Rays are ridiculous. So it's going to be interesting next year for sure. But the Red Sox are in a good place for sure.
Jacob, you got anything to say about the Red Sox season?
And it was a very great season for them. Super surprising. Pitching staff kind of showed up. Not the bullpen, but some of their starters really showed up this year. Hitting was phenomenal on all sorts. Great trades at the deadline. And they're going to be a force next year, and I'm super nervous, to be honest.
I think if I know you were doing whatever you were doing, you left camera for a little bit, but I was just saying where I feel happy with how the season went.
No, I heard you. I have my headphones on.
Oh, of course. Oh,
I was just getting
You got another one? Okay. Yep. I think it's time to move on to the long-awaited Jacob Twitter game. We need some theme music for this. But this one took...
This is your cue.
I took my computer down to the campus center, got a chicken Caesar wrap with fries, and just went to town on Jacob's Twitter. Scrolled all the way back to April. It made me sad, but I think it's all worth it right now. So let's get started. On last Tuesday, because I wrote this last week, the Yankees rewarded Aaron Boone with a brand new 3-year contract. How many times did Jacob complain about him this year?
As in, like, the
This
whole
year?
season?
The entire baseball season.
That's a
He's
lot
good.
of dicking, man.
Let me go 46.
I'm going to go like
37.
80, 85.
37.
All right. Ellis with a really good guess. It was 44. How many direct calls to fire him, though, out of those 44?
21.
21 is a good number. Yeah.
30.
You guys are close. It was 19. So 44 times he complained about Aaron Boone, 19 direct calls to fire him.
We need a percentage per game. So how many games are there in the season? 162? I'll do some math. Keep on
So
talking.
1 out of every 4 games. Obviously,
Yeah.
you know, you want a tirade and do 6 times per game.
Yeah.
Yeah. This one might surprise you. How many times this year did Jacob complain about the umps?
15. No, 8.
8 times.
20. No. If you said surprise, you'll go 33. But originally, I would have guessed like 37.
Oh, I'm gonna guess like 7 because I think it's probably low if he said surprise. Or I'm gonna 12.
Oh, well, no, you guys were way under. I should not have said surprise. It was 50. But I thought it would be a lot more.
Yeah, me too. But you saying that threw me off.
Yeah, I should have said that. But I think he's why. So Jacob, I'll give him credit. He didn't complain about umps every game. You'd have a couple instances, like there's a game, Jacob, you remember against the Royals, where there's like a balk call or something.
Yeah,
And
that
then
was a balk.
there's a strike 3 on Aaron Judge against the Athletics where you said the ump should become homeless. Do
you remember that?
Yeah, so there was a couple of them, and then there was one against the Braves, I think, with Chapman on the mound. Something happened there. But actually, a lot of your complaining about the umps is when the Knicks were playing Trae Young. That might have been 50 by itself.
Those aren't umps. Those are refs.
Yeah, I know. Refs, umps, same thing. But I didn't count those.
Oh, okay.
How many times this year did Jacob complain about stadiums?
22.
3.
Go with 27.
Somewhere in between. It was 14. I believe it was 6 about Fenway Park.
Only 6? That's surprising.
6 Tropicana Field, and there was 2 complaining about the weather and chicken tenders at Yankee Stadium. So
Chicken tenders at Yankee Stadium. The classic.
this is a really interesting one. What was Jacob's percentage in prematurely calling games?
Ooh, this one I like. Thank you.
I
This
like
one. He's probably good, to be honest, because like
Yeah.
usually it's good. I'll give
Like
it
85%.
I'll
give it 90.
80%.
I'll give it 90.
Wait, what did you say, Jeremy?
80%.
Said it, Ellis?
No, I'll give it 90. I believe in Jacob overall. It just pisses me off when he does it.
It was only 60%. It was 3
Oh
out of
my god.
do it very often.
Jake,
You see, you want to know what's good, though? You want to know what's good?
what?
I guarantee you, all those times it was wrong, it was against my team. So I ended up benefiting
Yes.
because my team ended up winning.
All 5 of these were against the Yankees. And 2 times they came back. Or didn't blow a lead. All right, now it's time for the main event, even though it looks like Ellis left. Oh, he's back.
All right, I have to throw something out.
Jacob status tweets of the year.
Yes.
Let's go.
Go.
Let's get into it. At number 3, we have a tie. Now, let me be clear with the parameters of this game. I did not use likes, but I did use retweets. So basically, I view Jacob retweeting something as it coming out of his stupid mouth. So retweets do count. So number 3, we have a tie between this game controls my mood for weeks and life feels like prison. Number 2.
Wait, sorry, Dan. What's the last one you said about prison?
I said life feels like prison.
Oh, Jesus.
Number 2, we have another tie between are the Yankees ruining my life? Yes. Will I continue to watch every game? Yes. And lose this game so I can go to sleep. We've got no shot. And they did end up losing that game.
So I was
And
like,
at number 1, in Jacob's saddest tweet of the baseball season, it was a night of a Yankee loss on a cold start and a rough night on MLB The Show. Cups in the rose. Good night to my few followers.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
So with that being said, let's go to Jacob's best tweet of the year. And by unanimous decision, it was, "Where's the tattoo, bitch?" Tweeted at
Yeah.
Jose.
That one was actually like that one should have gone viral. That was actually really good. I like when I saw out of all Jacob's tweets I saw, that one is the only one I actually like laughed out loud.
Yeah. Well, I'm a little sad baseball season's over, so I can't see Jacob's tweets.
I still do it a lot during the Knicks season.
Yeah, a lot of Knicks, a lot of Giants, but it doesn't have the same fire. I feel like. I was thinking about this, Jacob. Rank in terms of like your most passion. Rank Knicks, Giants, Yankees.
Yankees, Giants, Knicks.
Yeah, that's probably what I would have said. Well, anyway, Jacob, thanks for the content.
Of course, always excited to give you guys some more soon.
Now let's move on to our wacky sport of the week, which is not a wacky sport because honestly, I read something today right before the podcast. No. I read something today right before the podcast, and I knew Ori would like it. And I was like, I just gotta bring this up. I knew Jeremy would like it. Dan would probably like it too. And I was like, so we're skipping wacky sport of the week for a fun fact of the week. Just going off the cuff. In today's news, Pablo Escobar, I don't know if you saw this, cocaine hippos were ruled in a court of law as legal people. So now the Pablo Escobar hippo infestation, or the Pablo Escobar caused hippo infestation in Colombia, all those hippos are now people in a court of law, according to the USA. Yeah. Before we conclude, Ori, Jeremy, Dan, what are your thoughts on these hippos?
Solo quiero decir que mis hermanos hipopótamos son personas finalmente y estoy muy agradecido que la Corte de Colombia decidió que podríamos hacer personas de los hippos, and I'm very happy.
Don't know what you just said, but
I'd like to reach out to translate a little. Thank you to my Colombian brothers, my hippos. Hippos are actually my favorite animals, and Pablo Escobar is my favorite narco trafficker. So I guess it's just a match made in heaven.
Man, hippos are dangerous. Hippos are the most dangerous animal in the world. Did you know that? In fact, the most dangerous animal in the world are now people. Oh boy, that sounds fun. So I support this.
Thanks, Jeremy. That was cohesive. Daniel, you got any thoughts on this?
No.
Thank you. Well, I thought that was funny and a good fun fact to end off on. A nice light note.
I appreciated that tremendously. I love hippos. I love Colombia. I love drugs. So let's move on.
You love all the drugs, Ori.
You're from Colombia?
Yeah. So Dan, you should have thought.
I'm pro Colombia.
All right. With that beautiful last words, let us wrap up this podcast. All right, let's do this quick. If you want to see the highlights of our podcast going in our beautiful faces, go on YouTube at Who's on Top, WHO_S space ON space TOP. Like, subscribe, comment, turn on that notification bell. Episodes highlights always come out Saturday. We'll try to keep them shorter. That's my fault. Now if you just like the podcast wherever but Amazon podcast at Who's on Top, same spelling. Like, subscribe, comment. Our logo is white with all the sports and Who's on Top logo in the middle, like the in font. Like, subscribe, comment. 82 episodes on there. You can go check out. Some might be a little outdated, but it's been 2 years. It's almost been 2 years, actually. Speaking of, we'll get to that soon. But yeah, so like, subscribe, comment, turn notifications because we still a little inconsistent with our posting. So please do that as well. And share and support the podcast. Thank you. Social media is what.podcast for both Instagram and Twitter. That's wot.podcast. On Twitter, you can find always the new podcasts, plus Dan's live tweets to usually Boston things. On Instagram, you got polls.
Can't do that anymore.
We'll come back. Well, you also got the Bucks and Patriots. But on Instagram, you got what.podcast. You got polls, Photoshops. You can use the link in our bio to listen to the podcast, and you always know when a new episode is out. I think that is all the news and I think that is all the notes we have for today. Anyone got any last words? Jeremy is falling asleep at 12 o'clock on a Wednesday.
Awake.
Sure you are. All right. I think that's it. As always, have a great week. Hope you can join the podcast. Stay safe, stay healthy, and goodbye.
Goodbye.